What is up, Whorehounds? It is, doesn't matter what day it is anymore.
It's Friday.
Nobody's keeping track. Oh, it is Friday.
I'm keeping track.
Oh, you know what? We should play a song.
All right.
You guys ready for Friday? Lose more followers that way, I tell you what. We're doing theoretically just 4 tonight. I don't know. It depends on how much Korri wants to drink.
We're ahead of the game, though.
We are ahead of the... Well, not really. Well, I mean, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, we've got 6 in the bank that we could do if we wanted. But we won't put you guys through that.
Or will we?
Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, let's get started. Roast. Our first movie tonight is a remake of, I believe, 1981 slasher that was, well, I mean, the original wasn't that great either. This movie was graphic, you know?
No, it's pretty graphic. I mean, predictably. I mean, you can only see so many kills with, like, I don't know, an ice drill or whatever that thing is. What is it? Sorry, is it a mason drill?
No, my God.
Is it a carpenter drill?
No, yes.
Is that what it's called?
Why do you have to do this to me right now?
Because if you're going to roll your eyes and get annoyed
Shut up.
with me, I expect you to be able to tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong. Anyway.
It belongs in a museum!
You can only see it happen once or twice until it's not kind of, effective anymore.
Well, no, I mean, I don't know. Wow, was that the whole trailer? That was the whole trailer. It was a 20-second trailer.
Nice and short.
Plot synopsis of this movie was basically... Okay, so the plot synopsis of this horror movie that aired on Sci-Fi was the... I'm just gonna be quiet over there.
I'm waiting for it to pass.
The plot synopsis of this movie was basically, it's not a remake, it is a sequel.
But it's not a sequel of the original, it's a sequel of...
No, yeah, it was.
No, was it?
Yeah.
So the original one had that first lady in it?
Oh.
The revenge tale? Because apparently it happened once in the 80s, right?
Yes.
And then it happened again in 1994, I think.
Yeah, which is when this movie was set in, right?
No.
Yeah.
Because in 1994, the killer striked again, and then her mom was the sole survivor of that attack, correct? Right? Because there were 2 attacks, and this was going to be the 3rd attack, and they were going to get him this time. The whole plot is, they're going to pretend to have a slumber party, just like the original Slumber Party Massacre, I guess. I don't think I ever even saw the original.
No, I mean, you probably not.
There's the book.
Hey, shh, quiet.
So the original, I guess, takes place in the 80s, but then there's supposed to be one that happens in between the original movie and this one in the 90s that I don't think actually happened.
82. Damn it.
How could this happen to me?
Damn it.
81, you said.
The 3rd one happened in 1990, though.
Was that lady in that one?
I don't fucking know.
Because none of us are qualified to determine it, so...
And that's the end of the review. All right, guys, have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for coming.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving.
What? Oh, yeah, we're probably not going to be back on before then.
So the remaining... So the last girl of the previous attack in the 90s of the movie that we haven't seen yet. she, I guess, presumably went on to have a daughter that she was like a super hyper helicopter parent to. And so the daughter's like, don't worry, Mom, I'm fine. I'm not going to do anything stupid, like go into a cabin and get myself killed. Remember?
Was that this movie or was that a different movie?
No, that was this movie.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. That was the whole point. That was the whole purpose. Remember? And she's like, don't leave, don't leave. And so this main girl, she goes to the same cabin where all these other massacres have happened, and they're gonna kill this dude that has been... What movie did you think we were talking about? What movie are you talking about?
I don't know.
And then they all pretend to be dumb and...
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, shit. Hey, also...
Oh, yeah. Hilarious.
Okay. So, not only does this movie fulfill a bunch of horror, like, standard slasher tropes, but it also flips it around and it's all crazy. Because the girls are actually... they're
the protagonists.
They're trying to get back at him.
How
Yeah, instead of the
original.
victims. So, let me give you guys an example real quick. Hold on.
In this one, so that girl
Oh,
right there.
that's her.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's the daughter of the survivor. She's right behind both of us. You can't see her.
yeah, probably.
You might be able to see a shoulder or the top of her head. Anyways,
Go, keep going.
sorry, I thought you were
Oh,
pausing
here.
for
Okay,
something.
no, here it comes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's coming.
Here we
I
go.
think.
So there's a neighboring cabin on the other side of the lake that
Filled
has a
with
whole
boys.
bunch of boys in it. And they're helpless, and they're kind of also there because, you know, they're bloggers and they have this channel that they want to blog about horror stuff, and so they're staying the night in this cabin. And so, meanwhile, the girls are waiting to sabotage and murder the killer who traumatized the lead girl's mom.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So what was really ridiculous about this whole... I mean, the whole thing was ridiculous. But this scene in particular was extra ridiculous. And they pushed on that whole, girls in their underwear having a pillow fight. And so they reversed it, and that's what this scene is.
Okay.
And it's funny. Like,
Okay,
it's
we're gonna
hilarious.
give you guys a little preview here.
This whole thing starts, though, because they're like, you can't rip a pillow, and he's like, yes, I can. And then he finally does it, and then they all, like, take off their clothes and start celebrating. Then they all start ripping pillows apart. And this part was so funny. And then the girls are outside, and they're like, is this what guys really do during slumber parties?
Yes,
And that
as
part,
being a man, I
Yeah.
can tell you right now, that's what we do.
no better feeling than ripping a pillow.
That's right. We have pillow ripping contests, and then the first one who does it has to take off their shirt, and then
Look at that
everybody
guy with
else.
his mouth wide open.
What a
Gross.
fucking! You're gonna
Amateur
get
hour.
feathers all in there.
All up in there.
Oh.
Great
We'll
scene.
do a little bit more of this.
It goes on for like minutes. Oh yeah, this. I don't know why.
Oh wait, here's the line. Maybe.
Are they out slumber partying us? Is this what guys actually do when they're alone?
There it is.
So funny.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. That absolutely was the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, hands down. Like, the rest of it was just... It was...
Yeah.
But, you know what?
They got him at the cost of only like 5 or 6 of their people. Like, most of the guys don't make it. In fact, I don't think any of the guys make it.
That's so weird. No, I think one of them does, doesn't
Maybe
he?
the last guy. Yeah, final guy
The
might
final
make it.
guy.
I don't know. Okay, so all of these, like, chick revenge stories that we've been reviewing for months now, they all never turn out very well. And they just, like, this one didn't turn out very well. They lost a lot of people, and at the end they couldn't even keep the dead body to stay on the ground. It was really embarrassing. Hashtag like, she abducted the wrong guy and then tormented him and then let him go over a pizza after she pretended to die. Let's see, what else? Even Promising Young Woman, which was a stellar movie. Really, really good.
Yeah, that
Even
didn't...
her revenge story goes backwards, and she knows that she's gonna die, and she ends up getting murdered. Like, worst case scenario is exactly what winds up happening. It's fine. But the other one, and then I was thinking, like, The Craft, the sequel to The Craft, none of their revenge stuff works out either. Because the guy that they the bully that they try and convert to be
David
a nice
Duchovny?
guy. No. I don't even remember the last part of that movie. But I do remember that the one guy that they converted from being an asshole bully into, like, a decent human being, it backfired, and then he, like, killed himself, or he got killed by the Coven or whatever. But anyway, it's just...
No, it was David Duchovny.
Well, no, but I'm talking... You remember the bully... What are you doing? Oh. I don't know. I'm just saying it just... You know, it just... All of these feminist masterpieces, or all of these, like, feminist statement piece movies, they're not fighting your cause very successfully, you know? Like, they just all kind of backfire, and it's kind of depressing. Can't you just successfully do your job? Can't you just be the lead and get it done proper?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Don't leave me hanging here.
No. I'm gonna. All right. There's been a couple of movies where the feminist side of everything actually works out. I mean,
in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
What?
Final Girl.
I never saw it.
Final Girls.
Was it a revenge tale? Because I'm only talking about revenge tales. I'm not talking about Final Girl stuff. I'm talking about specifically revenge tales. The last 4 that we've watched, which this was.
Do you know why? Do you know why revenge tales never work? Because it's always a fucking sequel. Always a sequel. With the exception of The Last House. No. Not Last House. Was it Last House?
Hashtag Life was not a sequel.
No.
Promising Young Woman was not a sequel.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if it's pitched as a revenge tale,
it's gonna suck because it's a sequel. No, because I Spit on Your Grave, the first one, amazing.
That's the one that I was trying to think of.
That one was fantastic. Yeah. The sequel was terrible.
Which one?
All of them.
The remake?
Carrie, I'll be honest.
That worked.
Don't be mad, but every Carrie I've liked. But Carrie was like a tried and true formula that worked the first time. That was a good revenge tale.
That's because Stephen King is a god. No, he's not. He's not a god.
He's got a lot of lower face. I think he's got like a lot more lower face than he does upper face, you know? Which doesn't make a lot of sense probably, but if you study portraiture, your eyes go right down the middle of your face.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like
All right.
goes down.
Okay. Let's take a look at Stephen King's face.
I told you.
Okay. Alright. Slumber Party Massacre remake was not a remake. It was a sequel. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I've had worse times.
Yeah,
it's alright.
Yeah.
5 out of 10 cornucopias. This one.
Alright,
by the time you're watching it, it'll be Jingle Bells.
Oh my god, stop it! Probably don't. Unless you've got like an hour and 15 minutes to kill. In which case, thanks, Sci-Fi.
Watch it with some of your gay guy friends. They'll have a good time with it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, probably. Moving on, we're going, where is this? This is Ireland?
No. I think it's Finland.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think.
I think you're right.
But it was also subbed. Or dubbed?
No, it was...
Dubbed?
Was it dubbed?
I think so. I think it was well done. I think it was well dubbed.
No, I don't think it was dubbed at all. I think it was
English?
I think it was English. Oh, okay.
In English? Can't do that.
Fuck.
Just beep beep it.
Well, there's no dialogue in the trailer.
There's almost no dialogue in the movie.
There is almost no dialogue in the movie. All right, so moving on to number 2, we're going with Lamb from 2021. It's from insert foreign country name here.
Finland.
probably. Okay. This movie was incredibly weird. So the story, like, we open up on this story, and there's this farm, and there's this husband and this wife, and they're raising all of these sheep and everything.
This farm too is it didn't seem too complicated for a farm. Not like one of those weird dairy farms from that other movie that we watched.
Shut the fuck up. That movie was great.
That? Cow Parasite movie?
Yeah, Cow Parasite. Alright, so there is... Okay, so if you guys just watch the trailer, like the whole trailer, which we're not going to show you the whole thing, but we're gonna jump around a little bit.
If you see the trailer, you know what the movie's basically about.
Yeah, it gets really weird.
And then you keep watching the movie to see if there's any more to it than what you think it's about in the trailer. But there's not. It's just about that.
That's not true.
It really is. It really is true.
No, it was totally. We totally watched this subtitled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
There was not a lot of dialogue at all in this movie. It was real fucking weird.
You could basically watch it with no dialogue and no subtitles, and you could know exactly what it's about.
Oh, you guys probably can't even see that.
So it's about these sheep farmers.
You can see that though, right?
Also, I feel like I'm biased towards any trailer that uses this song. I love this song. And it's always funny. A little funny.
Is that the Beach Boys?
Oh, yeah!
It is the Beach Boys.
Maybe, yeah, I think
it is.
Great song.
Okay, so the premise of this movie is that you're under the impression that there's these two sheep farmers, they're married, and something happened to the child that they had before.
3 children that they had before.
Was it 3?
Yeah, the 3 crosses that she goes to visit.
There could have been. Okay.
Two of their former dogs or something.
But fucking.
I think. So, I believe that she is prone to miscarriages. That's the assumption, but we don't really know because it's never really expressed. I'm sorry. What? That's all I wanted to say.
You know what assuming does?
What? Tell me what it does.
It makes an ass out of you and me. Assume. Assuming. What?
I think the proper sentence is ass out of you and I.
So, and I mean, we're not going to give anything away here necessarily, because if you guys watch the trailer, you'll see exactly what's going on. So these sheep farmers, oh, that cat makes it though.
Love the cat. Cat does not die.
Cat does not die.
Very smart.
Smarter
than the smartest dog, which is a border collie. Time and time and time again, the poodle's been replaced.
Was.
Well, I mean, like
on
the smartest breed.
No, I mean, in this movie, that dog was a border collie.
I'm sure still is. I mean, it's not graphic. It's pretty tasteful. I mean, as tasteful as you can get about a sad.
They're birthing all these sheeps, and then one of them comes out with people parts on it. And given the trailer, if you watch the whole trailer, you're like, did that dude fuck that sheep? Because it looks like that's the guy that's sleeping on the couch, but it's not. It's his brother who is ejected from a trunk in the middle of nowhere and then forced to walk to the farm for some reason, which was not also discussed at all.
It just kind of...
Like, there was no backstory to anything to this movie.
It sets the premise that he's used to making bad choices.
Yeah, and he did. He made a bunch of bad choices.
Yeah, so he came here to collect himself.
Yeah, I guess.
And he's got a new niece.
Yes, and he's got a new niece. So obviously it's a hybrid. And like shit just this started out, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
It started much like it ended.
Well, yeah, because it was just like flat. What the fuck? Alright, flat. Oh my god. Oh, okay. And then it was over.
But interesting. It stayed interesting just because you're like, man, this is weird.
It absolutely
So there's
did.
this one part. Can I give away one part?
Probably.
Permission?
I mean, sure.
Granted?
Yeah, go
Thank
for it.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the mama sheep that birthed this child, baby, whatever
Oh, don't
thing.
give that away. Well, I mean, I guess you can kind of already. All right, go ahead.
No.
No. Yeah.
Go ahead. You finish. Don't give anybody away anything. That's it. Just go watch it.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
Finish.
No. You don't want me to. You get so mad about it.
I didn't.
Okay, well, anyway, without giving away any spoilers,
Oh, don't do that.
the mother of the sheep starts to want to see the baby sheep. And then the foster mom of the baby,
Did you just
human baby
Did you
sheep.
see air quotes behind me?
yeah, air quotes foster mom.
Oh, okay.
Because she's not really a foster mom because I don't think that they're in the foster care system.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so they get jealous of each other, and I won't say anything else.
No.
That's all I'm going to say. No spoilers.
Then she shoots that bitch in the head. In front of the brother.
Doesn't that...
He doesn't even know that he was watching.
The brother? What? No, the brother wasn't there.
Yeah, he saw the whole thing.
No, he
Remember?
didn't.
That was the whole blackmail thing. Remember?
I stand corrected.
This movie was real weird. Like, really fucking weird. There's a lot of... Man, they give a lot of... They give a lot of shit away in trailers now.
Everything. They
It's
give everything away.
ridiculous.
You don't
It's
even have to watch the
ridiculous.
movie.
I don't know if I had a good time with this because I was just like, what is happening right now? Why is everything so quiet? This man is just crying in front of the camera for like 20 minutes.
I liked
Is it because his tractor broke down?
I don't
You
remember
liked
that
it?
Part.
You don't?
I don't remember him crying because his tractor broke down.
Oh, that's not why he was crying.
Oh. I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I thought they were going to push something on there a little stronger, like...
Oh, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. But
You
they
know,
didn't.
What's
They
the
didn't do
difference
that.
between a human child and a animal? You know, it felt like that was kind of where they were going, and they didn't really go there. But I mean, it makes you think about it. It makes
Yeah.
me think about it anyway.
Yeah.
But you are waiting for something for the entire movie, and let me tell you, the ending does not disappoint. You get that in spades. I
Yeah.
laughed
Yeah.
loudly
Yeah.
when I got what everybody was. what I'm sure everyone is waiting for.
Yeah.
What it comes out of the blue too.
Yeah.
You have no
It's like,
idea.
What? That's-
Just yeah, I mean, and it really does. It spikes like a heart monitor. Like it's like the whole movie. Like Gary
Just,
says,
it's all
really
flat, and then just
like
like, BAM!
Tiny, tiny,
Okay.
like, itty bitty little points of like psychological intrigue, and then at the very end, it's
Woo.
so funny.
What is that?
So funny, but also really like, oh, what a bummer! What a
Is
bummer!
that a capybara? What would?
What's capybara?
Yeah. Is that
Ratman!
a capybara? This is hard to say if it was
I'd give it 7 out of 10.
7.
Yeah,
Really?
I thought it was great.
Okay.
7 out of 10. Pumpkin pies for Thanksgiving.
Oh. Do you want to double up on that in case we don't post until Christmas?
Or 7 out of 10.
Candy
Holly
canes.
berries. Holly berries.
Oh, Halle Berry is not.
Holly berries,
Oh.
not Halle berries.
Don't do that. Check it out if you guys want to. Real weird. Moving on. Here's our winner for tonight. All right. Moving on to number 3, The Deep House, which I think was also foreign.
It looks like from France. You can't see that though because we're probably in the middle of it. Probably just says "France" to you. But
You know, I don't even think they can see that.
you don't think so?
No, I don't know.
I'm guessing it's gonna cut off right in the middle of the A. F-R.
French fries. This movie is our winner for the evening. Okay. This is our recent release winner. Right? Yeah.
Of the bunch for me.
Of the bunch. Yeah, absolutely.
Here we are in West France.
So this movie was... Oh no, this movie had subtitles because they talked in French sometimes because they were touring France, right? Okay. This movie is mostly found footage, and hey, hold on. I know what you're gonna say.
Here comes that tasty pile of crow.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. This movie was mostly found footage. It was about this dude who was doing a bunch of videos. He was doing a bunch of haunted location videos or whatever. And
Trying to get a bunch of YouTube views. He's like a video blogger.
Hey, wait, that's us.
Oh, sad and lonely man trying to get his
He's
YouTube.
shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Hello,
So
violinist.
he takes his fiance out into the middle of nowhere of France or whatever, and
Yeah, he's lucky to have her too. That guy's a total turd.
because she fucking cannot hold her breath to save her life, which,
Spoilers.
well, no, it was in the beginning of the movie. You just spoiled it. So this dude and his fiance go out to go and record this haunted place or whatever.
They go on vacation because he's supposed to be taking a break from becoming a famous YouTuber or whatever.
Because you need one.
Video blogger. It's a really stressful job, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah, so they're supposed to be on this vacation, and then he is like, "Hey, guess what, babe? We found out that there's this underwater house in the middle of this lake that we're trying to vacation on," and she's like, "Okay, let's go."
Well, no, because they trained for it, remember?
Well, yeah, no, they didn't train for it.
Yeah, he was like, how long did you hold your breath for? No! In the beginning of the movie.
I don't think that even happened.
It did!
I mean, I remember...
I was there the whole time!
That they had a
I was there in their apartment!
I remember them talking about how she can't hold her breath, but I don't think that... I think it was... I don't know. Why do you even let me come over here?
I don't know. You guys, please send money. Please. So, they go out to this haunted house that's in the middle of the lake or whatever, and they're both in scuba gear, and they only have a certain amount of time, which is the length of the movie, to get in and out of the house before their air runs out. But it's so deep in the lake, they have to also account for time to come up to adjust for pressure, right?
It's not that deep. They really shouldn't need to adjust for
Well,
pressure.
I know that.
I mean, just saying.
Well, I mean, I don't know that. I'm not
It doesn't look that deep. It looks pretty...
Yeah,
Sounds pretty close.
you can see the stuff on the top.
Yeah, it looks pretty close.
The best part, in my opinion, about this movie was the set. And it was just fucking gorgeous. They built an entire house and then submerged it, like in the abyss of this house.
Don't watch The Abyss. I didn't get to see...
Stop.
I didn't get the liberty of watching the non-director's cut. I got to watch the director's cut from my first experience, and it... Like, did you know there's a whole scene in The Abyss where Kevin Costner... Is that who that is? Who was it? What's that name? Kevin Sorbo? Who is it?
Yeah, it was definitely
If it was Kevin
Sorbo.
Sorbo, it may have been okay. It may have been a better movie. Kevin Sorbo may have been able to pull it out. But what's his
Ed
name?
Harris.
Ed Harris. He has a whole conversation, like a 2-hour conversation with aliens at the bottom of the ocean.
Hey, we're not talking about that movie. We're talking about this movie.
Well, you're never going to let me talk about The Abyss. Can we review The Abyss? Can that be our 5th movie?
No.
I'd love to talk about it.
No.
I need to get it off my chest.
No. The set design on this movie was just fucking awesome. Like, everything about this movie, even though it was found footage. So this movie is basically these two people going underwater into a haunted house filled with underwater ghosts. And oh man. Fuck, dude.
It was scary.
It was scary.
This was a scary movie.
Yeah. Really good, really solid.
Yeah, and I've never seen an underwater haunted house movie before. That was a brand new concept.
No shit.
I'm a major sucker for a good haunted house movie. I'm also a sucker for a good underwater movie because underwater is the scariest thing, maybe second to the concept of the infinite universe. Like, so scary. Very unknown. Do not like underwater, like hydrophobic, don't like oceans, don't like deep bodies of water, the combination of that. And if you've ever gone snorkeling, like, scary business, especially in like one of those kelp forests. Anyway, that's what this was, all over the place, except there was all these, it was nuts. It was really good.
Yeah,
and this house was
super fucking haunted. Like, super fucking haunted.
not just haunted, but like, you know,
Like, underwater ghost haunted.
dead, kind of satanic haunted.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah, it
like
got...
supernatural
yeah.
longevity life. They're not even... I don't even know if haunted is the right word.
No, those were
like,
ghosts.
They were chained and had masks that were living... Like, they weren't... I don't think they were ghosts. They were like...
Underwater zombies?
I guess, yeah, something sort of like that. Some, like, water demonic zombie... I don't know, maybe it was just like its brand new own type of monster. I've never even seen a monster like this before.
This entire movie just, like, high marks all the way.
Yeah.
All the way through.
9.5. It would get 10 from me if they'd cast somebody a little bit scarier to be, like, the dad zombie. And if they had maybe a few lesser close-ups of, like, the underwater zombies. Because it got to a point where, like, there was a lot of chase scenes which were really slow and freaky. Like, more freaky.
Which doesn't sound like it would be freaky.
But it is.
But it was.
And it really delivered. But then they allowed the chase scene to go on too long, and then the zombies got too close, and then it just looked kind of like an absurd selfie, almost.
Yeah.
So, like, tiny bit taken down for that. But otherwise, like, really good.
Yeah. Stellar movie. Deep House. Definitely. You guys definitely need to see this movie because it was so originally unique. This movie is so originally unique that it really pushed out the found footage kind of feel because it was all new territory, you know? It was all like, all right, well, what if we just do a horror movie underwater? Like, okay, are you talking about like Deep Blue Sea or fucking...
And what else was really good about it is, what I think I don't like about found footage movies, I mean, is almost nothing. I like all the found footage movies because most of the time they're so unforgivably cheesy, and that's what I really like about what we do, I guess. Gary's after that sweet scare stuff or whatever. But in this one, what usually kills it, like the believability factor of found footage kills it because you have to believe that somebody is willing to hold the camera at all times. But in this movie, they had an underwater drone and nobody held a camera the whole time. And
no,
so,
they had cameras on their masks.
Equipment, which was, you know, and
that's totally more plausible because like everybody's got like a GoPro or whatever.
And it didn't become a found footage film until they converted over to the underwater stuff. I mean, like, they had little glimpses of them doing things, but then they would have real camera footage and things in between, so it didn't seem so cheesy. But I really like that they have this underwater drone that kind of followed them around. And it also was I don't know. There's a really weird aspect where, like, the drone, like, turned on the girl a few times, and I don't know why. There was no explanation given for that, but the light would turn red, and then she would have these, like, really weird episodes, and, like, her boyfriend would just disappear, and I don't know, it's kind of strange.
Movie, like, hands down, like, really fucking good. You guys need to go check out The Deep House. I'm not sure I don't know if it's streaming on anything, but that's not our problem.
Also, you gotta really appreciate a good, not happy ending. I do.
Yeah. Absolutely. Alright, so Korri and I have talked it over, and instead of doing 4 to 5 recent horror movies, we're going to do 3 that we've watched recently, and 1 that I've seen this movie like 1,000 times, but we're going to do a throwback segment every video now. So we're going to review something that is not new.
Hello there.
In comparison to the stuff that we've been watching. And tonight, we're going to start with Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive. Because this movie is fucking awesome. And we watched it...
Stephen King, he's the writer that has more bottom face than top face, right?
Yeah, we talked about him. Wow, this trailer is amazing. Oh, there he is.
Oh, look! Damn, we don't even need to pull it up. Look at that. Look at how much bottom face he has.
Backstory to this movie. This is the only movie that Stephen King has ever directed, and he was blasted out of his mind on cocaine when he wrote and directed this movie, which is why it is fucking crazy pants. If you guys haven't seen Maximum Overdrive, you are missing out. This is from 1986, and it stars Emilio Estevez and Lisa Simpson.
Hello?
So, quick plot synopsis here.
Look, there's that flying lawnmower.
It didn't fly?
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't?
Did on YouTube.
Okay.
After it was retired and put out to pasture.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Did you guys ever see that YouTube video? It was like the first one they ever put on YouTube.
That's not the same lawnmower.
I think it was inspired by that lawnmower.
So, Emilio Estevez is a convicted criminal, and he's working off his time in this diner. And his boss is a real piece of shit, and he's a smuggler.
Is it like a work release program? Or
Yeah.
is it like... Oh,
Yeah.
so he's getting paid, or it's...
No.
So it's community service?
Yeah,
Okay.
more or less. And then you watched this with me.
I know, but I don't really watch any of them. I'm always just doing something else or thinking about other things. I think I was drawing when we were watching this.
Next week, it'll be a solo show. Emilio Estevez and Stephen King and that kid. Oh, there's Stephen King. Cross-eyed Stephen King. Don't know how you can write a book. A meteor passes Earth and makes all of the machines become sentient, and they start trying to take over the planet. And they're all stuck in this truck stop.
Mostly semi-trucks.
But I mean they're in a truck stop. No, remember the guy, the arcade guy? He died. He died in there. And the coach.
I know.
Coach died on the
Say
field.
mostly semis.
Well,
Mostly semis. There's no real present threat from sedans in this movie. It's mostly big rigs. It's true. I mean, am I wrong there?
Will you stop trying to ruin this movie?
It's a glaring inconsistency.
Shh. Hey, no, we don't talk about that. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. So the Emilio Estevez and crew are all holed up in this truck stop, which is why there's so many semis and not enough sedans. If it had been a regular gas station, it might have been a different story.
Ooh, I hope there's a sequel.
Any day now.
Oh, there's this woman, she's like a recovering heroin addict and like her boyfriend, and they're trying to book it to Mexico. And so they pick up,
No.
But you that movie.
No,
Remember that
yeah,
movie?
that was Splinter.
Oh, man, I tell you what.
If you can only imagine.
I'm grateful that we live in a overpopulated planet. Not really, I don't think it is.
So, this movie is basically like a cocaine-fueled fever dream that Stephen King wrote, and it's got to be in my top 10 at least for 80s horror movies because it is so over the top. Do not watch the rated version of this movie. Unrated only. There is a lot more gore in it, and there's a lot more like ridiculous kills, and I don't know. I don't even know what else to say about this movie.
If you only watch it for the waitress's performance, you should still watch it because man, that's stellar. She's great. What's her name? Shannon, Linda, Tawanda. What is her name?
Oh yeah.
She's great.
She was great.
What's her name?
I think it was Linda. It might have been Linda. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. I believe that is it for us tonight. This will probably be posted mid-December or next week. Nobody knows really, or maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. That is it for us tonight, though. All right. Yeah, that's it. I think we're all done.
Yeah, we're all done.
Okay, we're gonna go watch some more shit, and we will see you guys in the future. Right?
We could use it as a mist to the entrance. Ooh, hello.
All right.
You want me to look in our book?
No, don't. No. No, nobody needs to know we have a book.
Gary's got a book?
Shh. No, I don't.
Oh my gosh, you startled me.
Well, that's my job.
That's how they must have felt.
Probably not.
So in that dumb
There it is.
hashtag like movie that we watched last week,
It wasn't that bad.
but
The fun. Well, I mean that's fair, I guess.
one
If you're gonna gender swap everything, you might
capable
as
of
well.
showing sensitivity.
And his nipples.
Anyway, though, so sorry, Stephen King, to get your hopes up.
Yeah, not today. What the fuck was that?
That was me rolling. That was me rolling the dice.
That didn't look like you were rolling the dice.
Anyone knows that that's what that gesture means.
No, it doesn't. This movie. That is not what that means.
It is if there's kids watching.
Oh, there's no kids watching. That movie was great.
Moo, I think is what it was.
That was
called.
not the name of the movie.
The dog dies. I think that this. Sorry, spoiler. Dog dies.
I'll just go now. I'm sorry. All right. Now you can go. See you later.
Anyway. Maybe the mom used to be a foster child.
Stop.
We could explore that.
All right.
Let's be that spider in the corner.
Stop.
Anyway,
I will.
I'll wear a turtleneck for our next review, and nobody will watch it.
Exactly.
We're not even trying. No, we are. I mean, no. Hey, but no.
She dies at the end. Nobody makes that out alive.
The dog lives.
Edit.
I don't remember him training for it.
Marijuana.
Shut the fuck up! I don't remember any of that part of it.
That's
be
just
an
that.
cup after I get it off my chest.
No.
It'll never happen.
Definitely not.
Okay, hang on. Ready? Time out.
What are you gonna do?
Hide the whiskey from you because you're being a dick.
That's my job. That, Gary, is where all of your editing time comes in. Don't do it.
You can't do that.
Oh! No sedan threat. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, Splinter.
Yeah, and that wasn't machines taking over. It was a virus.
I remember.
It was a virus.
I'm just saying.
It was a virus that took over humanity.
It may have been much similar to that.
It was a virus.
Splinter was great.
It was a virus. That was by Lisa Simpson adapters for suburban soon. Can't imagine why that would have happened.
Yeah.
Saturday the 13th.
Time is just a construct.
Boom.